Good afternoon. It is a Wednesday, it's 4 o'clock and it's time for your Wednesday workout. And today I am going to do some standing core exercises. It's a functional core exercises. Express abs, because hopefully it's quite quick and you don't have to get down on the floor to do it. You can do it all standing. So if I'm going to warm up a little bit, and then you can add a weight if you want to make it to make it a little bit harder if you want to, but you can equally do it all without a weight. I'm just going to use this weight. It is, I don't know how big it is. How big is it? It's 1.5 kilograms, which is quite heavy enough for me. So yeah, so if you've got a weight or anything that you want to use as a weight, you can do that. I'm just using one. If not, it's absolutely fine without. So yeah, so let me just say it. So abs. So obviously you've got your abdominal muscles. So you've got several bits and pieces. So you've got transverse abdominal muscles, which are the deep ones inside, which help to protect your back. You've got your six-pack, your rectus abdominis on the top, and then you've got obliques at the side, and you've also got your well, that's your abs, and then you've also, your part of your core muscles is your muscles around your back as well. So when you're working your abs, you need to be working in 3 planes of motion. So your body moves in 3 different directions. So it moves up and down, it moves side to side, and it moves round, twists, rotation. So we're going to be working all those planes with the abs. So if you think about your ribs and your pelvis, it's the movement between your ribs and your pelvis that's going to be working those abs. So if you're crunching, so as if you were lying on the floor doing crunches, curl-ups, you're squeezing your ribs down towards your hips, or reverse curls, you're lifting your pelvis up towards your ribs. So it's the movement between the ribs and the pelvis that's working the abs. So the an extension and a flexion, the up and down in that plane. The side to side, again, your ribs going down towards your pelvis in that position sideways, and then with the twist as well, your ribs moving round away from your pelvis in a rotational movement. So that is your lecture over for today. That's the 3 planes that we'll be working in. See how it feels. It might be quite strenuous, but you can always take it more gently if you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with some knee lifts. I'm going to start with no arms to start with, just some knee lifts. Little knee lifts, nice and easy. Lovely. And then we're going to do, so although this is not, I'm not crunching, I'm going to add in a little bit of a crunch, so just knee lifts, and then I'm going to lean forwards a little bit, so it's a little bit of a crunch, so just turn to the side. So if you bring your ribs down and forwards towards your pelvis, it's a little bit of a standing crunch, but quite small. Okay, so just a little warm up. So then you're going to do a nice gentle side bend, so you can just have your hands on your waist, just nice and gentle to the side, so we're just warming up the muscles in all the different planes. And then we'll do a little rotational one, so I'm just going to do a spine twist, so you can have your hands on in the middle of your chest for a nice easy spine twist. So just go over that again, that's moving the muscles in all the planes, so you're moving it down and up, flexion and extension. And then you're moving it from side to side, on your lateral plane, and then you're moving it in a rotational way. That's your 3 planes, lovely. So that's warm up a little bit, so we're going to make it a little bit bigger. So add in some arms to the knee lift. So remember to add in the sort of crunch, so your ribs are coming down to your pelvis. You can do it slower, if that's better for you. I forgot to say, I always say at the beginning, if anything hurts, then please stop and don't do it. Or you can try making the movements a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm going to do a side bend with the hands on the head, so a little bit bigger side bend. Obviously, your tummy's squeezed in, your pelvic floor's lifted. I didn't mention that. You guys hopefully know that by now. And when you start your Pilates, you're lifting up your pelvic floor and squeezing in your tummy. I'm going to do the spine twist. I'm going to keep my hands on the head for this one. So the spine twist, going around rotational. Breathing as well. Breathing nice and deeply. Lovely. we'll do that one more time. So the knee lifts. Again, you can do it slower with a bit of an extension and a bit of a crunch. Breathing. Lovely. If anything hurts your back, then stop. And then a side bend. If you squeeze your tummy a little bit more, hopefully it'll help to protect. And it won't hurt, but obviously if it does hurt, then make sure you stop. Lovely. And then we'll do the spine twist. I wish I had some music here. Lovely. Okay, then what are we going to do? I've forgotten what we're doing next. So then we're going to make the side bend a little bit harder. So we did the side bend with the hands on the head. So to make it a little bit more of a movement, you're just going to add in the hips. So the hips going the other way doesn't look particularly lovely, but you're just letting your hips swing out instead of keeping everything nice and still, which you normally would do in Pilates. You're just letting your pelvis move a little bit more in the opposite direction. And if you want to make it even harder than that, you could take your arms up above your head. So longer lever makes everything a little bit harder. Again, your hips can go. This is a nice big side bend. Ribs are crunching down towards your pelvis. Oh, lovely. Okay. So then back to the side bend. So I'm going to do side bends with the arms in front, twist, and down. So up, squeeze the tummy in, and down, up, and twist. Access your rotational plane, twist. Okay, then you can add in, so a twist, and then up. So you've got your twist, and then your extension. So you can take your head back a little bit and just extend your back a little bit more. As long as that doesn't hurt your back. Obviously if it hurts your back, then don't do it. If you're okay, just add in a little bit extra. Tummy squeezed in, and the pelvic floor's lifted. So then you can add in the side bend as well. So you've got your spine twist, your flexion, and then your side bend, and down. Spine twist, flexion, side bend, and down. Get more. Spine twist, flexion. Oops. Down. A couple more of these. You should be able to feel your abs and your core working. A couple more of those. Spine twist, flexion, to the side, and down. One more. Spine twist. Ooh. Lovely, and down. Very, very nice. I'm just going to do a little roll down and just to stretch your back out a little bit. So I'm just going to do half a roll down, out into your nice flat back position, and then tuck under and come back up, just to stretch the back out the other way. Turn it down, hands on your thighs, flatten out your back, and then come back. And we'll just do one more of those. Lovely. Okay. So then we're going to do some lunges. So little lunges, so just a few of these. There's not much movement in your abs with this, but we're just going to do a few of these. And then to the side. A little bit of this, still the same movement in all the different planes. And then these ones curtsying lunges, so tuck your foot behind you into a curtsy. So I'll just do those again. So little lunges to the front. Your pelvis is moving a little bit. Breathing nice and deeply to the side. Wonderful. And then you've got your curtsy. So when you do your curtsy, you get a bit of a twist. Open up your chest as you tuck your foot behind. I could do a few more of these because I really like these ones. So you're opening up your chest, and you can do a little bit of a crunch on the way back in. So a little crunch. Open up the chest. Crunch. Open up the chest. So they're getting your abs moving a little bit more. Wonderful. Okay, so at this point, if you wanted to add a weight, you could do. So I'm going to add this, and we'll see how my back copes with it. If my back gives up, then I'll put the weight down, but I'm going to try with the weight. So the same thing that we did before with the spine twist. We're going to have the weight in both hands. Pelvic floor's lifted, tummy squeezed in. So we're going to do up, spine twist, up to the top, and the side bend. I'm going to do it a little bit slower. So up into your spine twist, your extension, your side bend, and down. So make sure the tummy's squeezed in, twist, extend, and side bend, and down. Make sure that you're breathing. Twist, do it slower than this if you need to. Anything hurts your back, then stop. Slide twist. Up. I'm going to do one more of those. Slide twist. Extend. And over. Okay, so one more. Not one more, there's more to come. So you're coming into a lunge position. You've got your hands on your weight. And your foot is, your heel is up at the back, don't fall over like me. So this is a wood chop. I always forget what this was called, it's a wood chop. So you're starting at your, you're starting at your diagonal corner and you're crossing over past your knee, your front knee. So up to the diagonal and cross. I'm going to do this quite slow and controlled. So up to the corner, twist. So you've got your twist. You've got your extension up there and your flexion here, and also you've got your rotation and your twist. Up and twist. Standing up nice and tall. Your pelvic floor is lifted. Hopefully you're not wobbling about like I am. And twist. Anything's hurting, then have a rest. Don't know how many of that was. I'm supposed to be doing 8. Okay, and then you're going to do the other side. So other foot forwards into your lunge position. Back foot can lift up, back heel can lift up, not the back foot, otherwise you'll be standing on one foot, that won't work, will it? Sitting down into it, up to your diagonal, and then your twist. So you're really getting a lovely extension there as you lift up, you're getting your lovely twist and your flexion, ribs coming down towards your pelvis there. And down. Pelvic floor's lifted, tummy squeezed in, not just flailing the weight about, it's nice and controlled, hopefully. Ooh. Twist. Oh, there we are done. Twist. Oh, I think. Twist. Lovely. And twist. That is your wood chop. So, I'm just going to do some more side bends. So, standing with your feet in turnouts, your heels are together and your toes are apart. You're going to take the weight all the way up to the top. Obviously, again, if it hurts your back, then you don't do it with weight, or don't do it with the arms as well, do it with the hands on your shoulders or your head. So I'm going to go over to the side. And the side. So your heels are turned in, your toes are turned out, so it helps to keep your inner thighs together and helps to keep the pelvis nice and steady. Smooth out. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to make this even harder. I'm just going to bring down the rest first. Even harder, okay. Hands in both your weight in both your hands, sorry, I'm all over the place. Okay, going up. So you're going to add in your knees, your elbows coming down towards your knee. I'm going to do 8. Count. 2. Tummy squeezed in. 3. 4. This is quite hard. You can make it smaller. If you... Oh, lovely. Okay, and then the other side. So you're getting a really nice crunch. Elbows coming down to your knee, knees coming up towards your elbow. Your ribs crunching down towards your pelvis. Breathing. Lovely. I really like these ones. Okay, have a rest from that one. So then we're going to do our spine twist. You can still have your heels together and your toes out. We're going to do our lovely spine twist. So up and out and back and down. Just an easy one to recover. Up and sweating and back. Looks working hard. Up and twist and back and down. And up, and twist. Okay, I'm going to do the side bend ones again. So, all the way up, tummy squeezed in, pelvic floor's lifted, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. 1, 2, tummy. 3, breathing. 4, 5, this is working your obliques. 6, 7, 8. Other sides, breathing. Knee to elbow, elbow to knee. 3, 4, pelvic floor's lifted, tummy squeezed in. 6, oh my goodness, and 8, fantastic. Whew. So, what have I missed? Done that. Okay, so we're just going to do some more knee lifts. I'm going to do a knee lift with adding in the arms, but be careful that you don't bang your knee with the weight. So I'm going to lift up to extend as I do knee lift. I'm coming down, but come down to the side. Just want to crack the weight on your knee. So extend and down to the side. It's not very easy. A little bit of a diagonal. It's a little bit of a wood chip actually. And down. Extend and lift. Ribs opening up and coming down towards your pelvis. Oops. Lovely. Okay, then we're just going to do our little, keep forgetting what I'm doing, a little side. So one more of these, because I like them. One more of these. Oh, 8 of these. So up your obliques. 5. Tummy squeezed in. And the other side. Ah. That's so good though, you feel so good when you finish them. 5, 6, lovely crunch, 7 and 8, and then the last one I'm going to do is some more of these lovely curtsy squats because I really, really like them. So the normal curtsy squat, foot behind you to squat. I'm just going to add in the arms in a minute. Squat behind you as if you're taking a bow. Squat. So then we can add in the arms. So I'll take the arms up and to the side. Up for the extension and to the side for a twist. Up and twist and up and twist. We'll do a few more of these. Up and twist. Up and twist. Woo! And twist. And up and twist. Fantastic. I'm just going to finish off with one more set of the spine. So arms going up. And then an extension, and then a side bend, and we're moving every single bit in with every possible plane that you can do. Twist, extension, your side bend, and down. Twist, extend, side bend, and down. Woo. Extend, side bend. Down. 2 more of those. Twist, extend, side bend, and down. Last one. Twist, extend, and side bend, and down. Woo! I'm worn out. So that was your express abs, standing express abs there. Oops, that's gone funny. So we worked all the different planes, up and down, side to side, and rotational. So you should have worked all the muscles around your core. Quite hard work. I'm worn out, so I hope that you enjoyed that. Please, please, please let me know what you would like. If that's too hard for you, let me know what you'd like instead. Keep asking what people would like, so please, please tell me. I'm interested to know what you would like. Would you like more chair-based? Would you like more specific things for different parts of your body? Or are you just happy to just let me sail along and make it up as I go along? Anyway, thank you very, very much. That was lovely. I really enjoyed that. I'm absolutely worn out now. I'm very hot, but I feel like it's done me some good. So I hope to see you on the page on Friday. We're going live on Friday on the page, and that will be a chair-based something or other, nice and gentle for everybody seated in a chair. So lovely. Thank you very, very much. I will see you then. Thank you. Bye-bye.